So here is the story. I have been stuck on this song for about 3 years now, and there's something about this one that I just cannot let go of. I've shared clips of the instrumental a couple of times on social media, always getting super encouraging feedback. And obviously I love the music, but the problem is every time I try to cut vocals for this song, it just goes terribly. But today is the day that we are going to finish this song. I hope. My problem is I don't really love the sound of my voice on its own. Probably my own worst critic, but I actually don't mind the sound of my voice when it is blended together with other voices, like in this song.
If you wanna stay, you don't have to walk away. I give it all to you.
Or in this song.
And it gets away from me.
So I want to try to use AI to help me generate some vocal doubles and some harmonies, maybe even transform my own voice a little bit. I'm going to be checking out Audimee, which is a AI-powered platform that lets you transform your vocals using over 130 different voice models within a bunch of different genres. I'm going to record some vocals, bring them into Audimee, and see what I can come up with, and then we will decide if the end result sounds good enough for me to finally put this song out. But thank you to Audimee for supporting the channel and sponsoring today's video, and for potentially helping me finish this song. But with any sponsored video, I'm just here to show you how I would use Audimee in my music and hopefully give you the info you need to make your own decision. So I really only have 3 sections of vocals to think about: verse, pre-chorus, chorus, and I guess each of those sections happen twice. So I'm just gonna go section by section and start chipping away at these vocals. I got a heart attack, you don't wanna save it. I check my zodiac, I don't got no faith left. No. All right, cool. We got a bunch of passes of that first verse. And I'm actually going to go over to the second verse because it's pretty similar to this one and grab those vocals quick. We gotta run away, I don't want to chase it. You hate that part of me, I've been trying to change it. Whew. I don't know if that at the end is going to stay, but moving on to the pre-chorus. Heart's taking over. My heart's taking over. Now I can't let go. I do not know about that last line. That is the one thing that has been giving me so much trouble throughout this. Maybe it needs like a high part on top of it, but hopefully we can solve that with Audimee. All my dreams come true. Darling, when I look at you, it's breaking me into the thought of loving someone new. All right, so I recorded quite a bit of vocals. I've got multiple takes for each section, so we should be good there. Now I want to start here with the chorus, and I've actually got 2 vocals that I really like. All my dreams come true. Darling, when I look at you. And to be honest with you, either of these could be my lead vocal. I'm going to use one as the lead. I think I'm leaning a little bit more towards this pink one, but the second option is going to get used too. I want to use both of these in Audimee so that I'm not just replicating the same vocal multiple times. Working with 2 different vocals, I think, is just going to create just some slight subtle differences between each of the copies, giving it more of a human feel, which is kind of ironic because we're literally using AI, but nevertheless, we still want it to have kind of that perceived human feel. Now, when you open Audimee, you'll see on the left-hand side here, you have a bunch of different options. You can convert vocals, meaning you can import a vocal and change it into any of these voices that you want. You can also filter these vocals by genre, by gender, by range. You also have some other options down here to filter through, and it'll help you find a voice that fits the style that you're going for. To convert a vocal, you just drag it into Audimee. You can come down here and they have a nice pitch editor for you. So if you want to pitch your vocals, you can transpose them. You can adjust vibrato, adjust drift.
All my dreams come true.
So this note in the middle is a little weird.
All my dreams come true.
Cool, that sounded good to me. If you want to pitch shift the whole vocal, you can do that here and pitch shift it by semitones. Down here, you can adjust your conversion strength. So I'm just going to set mine in the middle at 50%, see how that goes. And then if your vocal had a backing track or some effects on it, you can remove those down here in this isolate vocal section. So we are all set with our vocal. We're going to press convert. And now we have our converted vocal.
All my dreams come true. Darling, when I look at you, it's breaking me in two. The thought of loving someone new.
Definitely could see myself using this feature for projects where maybe my voice isn't quite right for the lead vocal, but I could sing the vocal down, come in here, convert the vocal to something that fits the genre or style a little bit better. But in the case of this song where I do want to use my own voice, we can come over here to make harmonies and start creating some vocal layers to support that lead vocal. Now for these harmonies, I think I want to use my chorus vocal 2 as the input. I don't want the majority of my background vocals to be perfectly synced up with my main lead vocal. So once you have your input vocal all set, you can come up here and check out all of these presets they have. Let's see, poppy thirds and fifths. Let's just see what this sounds like.
All my dreams come true.
That's cool. It's not right for this song, but definitely cool. Let's see what high octave sounds like. That might be a good place to start.
All my dreams come true. Darling, when I look at you.
Very cool. Very spot on. That would be a great starting point. But just for the sake of the video, I just want to look at a few other presets here. Lo-fi indie duo. So a root drone and a third is what we're working with here. And you can see all of the different options that you have here.
All my dreams come true.
Male lead doubler.
All my dreams come true.
So this is really cool. This is actually pretty much exactly what I'm hearing for the verse. So we're going to come back to this preset. R&B stack. Let's hear this.
All my dreams come true.
Now I like these voices. So if we wanted to play around, let's see, we want to do melody and fifth. You'll go up the octave. We kind of need a male voice in here. Let's go to my favorites that I found earlier. Let's bring our buddy Tom in here. Let's listen to this.
All my dreams come true. Darling, when I look at you.
I think this fifth part, I think in the mix, I would probably cut out the second and fourth phrase, but I love it on the first and the third phrase.
All my dreams come true.
Then mute.
Darling, when I look at you.
Let's put Tom down an octave.
All my dreams come true.
Okay, so Tom, not really sounding good in this octave. Let's try Freddie.
All my dreams come true.
That's kind of cool. So for this fifth, though, grab Tom. Let's just hear Tom real quick on this part.
All my dreams come true.
That's where Tom belongs. I like having a female voice in there for sure, but I also think a high male voice would be cool. We got Dante. We haven't used Dante yet.
All my dreams come true.
All right, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to add one more melody note. We're going to go up the octave, just so I have an option in the mix. Maybe we just want pop.
All my dreams come true. Darling, when I look at you, it's breaking me into the thought of loving someone new.
All right, cool. I am happy with all of these. We are going to convert. And once your conversion is finished, you'll see this little folder of all of your stems. You just download that. You get processed and unprocessed stems, which I think is helpful. So let's bring these unprocessed stems into the DAW and hear what they sound like.
All my dreams come true. Darling, when I look at you, it's breaking me into the thought of loving someone new.
Before I forget, Audimee have given me a 20% off discount code to share with my viewers. So if Audimee is a tool that you're interested in checking out, be sure to use code Patrick Breen when you sign up. I will leave a link for you in the description of this video. Okay, so for the verse, I'm doing the same thing that we did on the chorus. I'm bringing in the second option vocal just so I have something that's slightly different from the lead. And for this section, I want to go back to that male lead doubler preset.
I got a heart attack, you don't wanna save it. I check my zodiac, I don't got no faith left. No, no, no.
I am not going to complicate this one. This is exactly what I'm looking for right off the preset. So we are going to convert this. Let's bring it into the DAW and see how it sounds.
I got a heart attack, you don't wanna save it. I check my zodiac, I don't got no faith left. No, no, no.
So the last section we need vocals for is the pre-chorus. And like with the verses, I want to use this male lead doubler preset, but I want to add in 2 more voices that are up the octave. We will bring back Nicole. We will also bring back Dante. We will actually, just so we have it, we will bring in Freddie for a low octave.
Heart's taking over. My heart's taking over. Now I can't let go.
All right, that sounded cool. Really want this section to just feel kind of like a gang vocal. So let's get this in the mix and see how it sounds.
Heart's taking over. My heart's taking over. Now I can't let go.
All right, so I gotta know if you think this sounds good enough for me to finally release this song. I think it sounded pretty cool, but I'm definitely interested to see what you think in those comments below. Thank you again to my friends at Audimee for helping me make this video today. You can check them out by visiting the link in the video description. And don't forget to use code Patrick Breen if you sign up. That'll help you save 20%. But that's gonna do it for today's video, my friends. I am Patrick. I will catch you all in the next one. Peace.